Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Come here. Come on. Rosalind. Hey. Hi, Rosa. Oh my god. Really? Hi. I know. Poor girl. A lot of people are concerned about you. I know, babe. Rosie. Hi, Rosie. You do not look happy right now, though. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hey, girl. Did you sleep in the exact same spot all night? Good morning. How are you? How are you?
for the win.
Pooped? Look at you, you pooped.
How much did you give?
Wanna try this? Yeah? Okay. Are we friends again?
Another theory, Eddie.
Bro, how much can you lift, bro? Bro, how much can you lift? Hey girl, can I want your tail again? That's super cute. Hi. No, no. Hi, girlie.
Cheers. Lucy, come on.
Hi, Roro. We just went up the path, standing in the kitchen. You guys already ate. Everyone already ate. Well, everyone except Rosie. Rosie, you didn't eat. Roro, what do you want? Tell me what you want, Roro. I'll do it. Don't look at me like that. Did someone have to get dragged out because they were trying to eat the rabbit? Were you trying to eat the rabbit? I think you were. Hi. Hi. Rosalind.